Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Alice Mike's podcast. It's another Music Friday where we're going to go over the new releases from Spotify from the genre of Regional Mexicano, las nuevas canciones, the new songs, singles, albums, recommendations. And just overall, just going, recommending new music for you to listen, enjoy. I'm gonna give you a little updates on stuff going on. Again, don't forget to visit the Facebook page and Instagram of Alice Mike's podcast under the same name. Please help me spread the word on these podcasts if you're listening and enjoying it. We would really appreciate it. So yeah, let's get on with it. We're gonna talk about, I am gonna talk about new releases and what came up and recommend, and we'll just go from there. So, all right, we'll start off with Tapi Quintero. Came out with his album Tenemos que Hablar. If you guys don't know who Tapi Quintero is, he is the son of Mario Quintero, which is one of the founders of Los Tucanes de Tijuana. CDs, I recommend the CD. It has muy buena variedad. It has different type of songs. There you go. Tiene variedad. The songs that I recommend is el Panamera, La 40 al Cinto, y Mucho He de Amarte. Those are the kind of songs that stood out for me. Actually, I had heard La 40 al Cinto before. He had released it in single in Conjunto Norteño. This album was all banda. But it doesn't sound too bad. You know, you could get picky. If I scouts from 1 to 10, I'll give it a 7, 7.5. Definitely recommend the CD. I personally, I'm having, all right, here comes my little side rant. If you're a soloist, el vocalista, if you're doing a album where you advertise yourself as the main singer, but then a lot of these songs you put a second voice, or you have throughout the whole song una segunda, doing backups for you, for the whole entirety of the song, not just a portion of it, just to add a little bit more depth to it. But you actually, the whole song has a backup vocals to yourself. Isn't that a dueto? Think about it. Isn't that a dueto? Is it fair for the person that's singing segunda or seconds on the vocals not to get any credit? Just think about like Voces de Rancho. It's two guys, but they're doing segunda, they're doing el dueto, but both of them get credit, right? Because they're singing backups. They're complimenting each other, but there's the singer that's singing the low end, and then there's a singer that's singing the high end. So I don't see it as I believe one of the guys' names is Mario and Edgar. So I don't see it as, Mario, having the cover as a soloist, and then Edgar is just he not getting the credit. No, they both get the credit because they're a dueto. I'm wondering if you guys think of it the same. Do you even notice it until I point it out? Because a lot of the new songs that come out, especially the soloist, they advertise themselves as a soloist, but you hear them sing throughout the whole song with the backup vocal. So are they really being the soloist? Un solista? I don't. I mean, if you think about the times of, you start off back when you go think about Lauro el Gallo. Didn't have a of backup vocals. Chalino didn't have backup vocals, and if he did in couple songs, it was just for part of the song to give it a little bit more volume, I'd say. Valentin, he had backups on vocals on just certain portions to accent the song, not the whole song. I might be wrong. I think he has like 2 or 3 or 4 songs that has backup vocals throughout the song. But there's I don't think Julio Preciado has anything like that. Well, if he does, he's backing up himself. El Coyote, I don't think so. Like one of the artists that does it quite a bit is Chuli Sarraga, and I love the way he sings. I really do, but I want to just hear him sing. When I want to listen to when it says Chuli Sarraga, I want to listen to Chuli Sarraga, not his backup guy. And the guy has a voice. He sings really good, in my opinion. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of artists. Not even new. A lot of artists. They're singing with backup vocals throughout the song. It looks like they get comfortable. Now, if it's like a grupo, like let me say like a banda, if it's Calibre 50. If it's Calibre 50 and there's backups through the whole song, that's okay, because it's not the accordion player and voz de mando. No, voz de mando, Calibre 50. It's not. It's Calibre 50. It's a group. So there's not a soloist. Same thing with voz de mando. It's a group. It's not Jorge y su voz de mando. Jorge is I believe he's the accordion player. He could be titled as the lead singer, but it's a grupo. It's voz de mando. But when it's when it's like like Gerardo Ortiz, I expect to listen to the majority of Gerardo Ortiz. Same thing as when I expect to hear Pancho Barraza. I expect to hear Pancho Barraza throughout the CD. The whole song. The majority of his vocals. I understand the complimenting with the segunda. With the backup vocals, but I think it sucks that the other person doesn't get any credit for it. When really, if a whole song has a dueto, put the guy's name on it. Guy or girl. Never know. I think one of the artists that does segunda all the time is El Commander. Through the whole song, has backups, has a segunda. Give him credit. You're doing a dueto. Definitely not doing it by yourself. But what do you guys think about that? I'm just curious. Again, have you even noticed it? Now that I've said it, now have I? Now are you gonna notice it? So, I guess that's my little side rant or so. Well, I've had this topic on my mind for quite a bit, but listening to Tapi's new album, some of the songs, I really wish that guy has a good voice, and I believe he doesn't need to have a whole song with the backup with the segunda. It's one of those, like, use it wisely. All right, so we're gonna go to the next recommendation. This guy named Junior Salazar. The song Me Cambió la Suerte. Recommend it. It's one of those songs that you listen to. It's I started from nothing, now I'm this and this and that, and it's kind of a one of those lifting songs. I know a lot of people have composed or sing a song like that. It's getting a little saturated, but I think we all could we all like the concept, or trying to identify with we were here, now we're up here, and sorry, however you want to take it. So just check it out. Canelos Jr., El Médico. Man, those juniors sound just like they sound like old Canelos with when they used to have Pepe Ontiveros. Great composer. Pepe Ontiveros. Que descanse en paz. Yeah, but yeah, song El Médico. Definitely recommend it. La Ventaja. Man, one of those conjuntos that I think if it wasn't because of the COVID, man, they would have been touring all over the place. La Ventaja, grupo de Culiacán, Sinaloa. And they quite a hybrid conjunto. They could go from Sierreño, two guitars and bass to full on conjunto with the bass drum and an accordion, and I believe one of the singers composes a lot of the songs. So yeah, so they came out with Vamos Amaneciendo en Vivo. Now, my only complaint is that the voice distorts a little bit because they're wearing. It looks like they're using the microphones that they put around the ear, and goes in front of your mouth. The portable wireless microphones, and it sounds well. If you ever listen to recordings with that type of microphone get set up, it's not the best. The diaphragm of the microphone, which is what picks up the voices, it's not as great as a regular microphone or like a condenser dynamic microphone, one of the bigger ones. I know the portability is what makes it attractive, but the sound quality is just I don't know how expensive they get pretty expensive, but it just doesn't. It's not the same. If you're doing something, I mean, if you're gonna be recording it and releasing it, I wouldn't use it. I mean, if you're not recording in for performance, or of course for performance, but una tocada, una privada, sure, why not? If you're gonna be moving around, it's portable. You don't have to be worried about the stands, any wires, microphone wires. I get it, but if you're gonna be releasing it as a single, get the regular microphone, and you would definitely avoid that problem. But either way, I recommend it. It's a good song. Then the almost forgot Raúl Hernández, El Tigre Solitario, which you guys don't know the history. He used to play bajo sexto he's bajo sexto for Los Tigres del Norte. He's one of the brothers, the Los Hernández brothers. He's the one that broke off from the group, and he's been releasing a couple singles, but he released Por Alguien. Por alguien que no conozco sobre tus penas. It's an older song, but he has it in a kind of a wasabi, kind of wasabi type of music. If you guys do hear it, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like, I believe it has like a clarinet, trumpet, but then it has like a bass, guitar, teloloche, guitar. It's a mixture of, it's a mixture of different stuff. So yeah, check it out. And then, I was talking about Voz de Mando. Voz de Mando came out with a new single, Agosto al Costo, and it's a good song. It's definitely, once you hear it, it's definitely, you could tell it's a Voz de Mando type of song. They hadn't released, like a single like this, type of corrido like this for a while. I'm glad they came out with, they recorded something like that. like what it says. I like the style they sing it. It just sounds good. It's what you typically would you expect a Voz de Mando single. So check it out. It's called Agosto al Costo, Voz de Mando. And then I was checking these guys out. They came out. My suggestions called Los Chavalones de Cozalá. They only have like 3 or 4 singles out, but the way they play is I mean, definitely recommended. Check them out. Again, on Spotify, I saw they only had like 4 singles or so. So not a lot of content, but hopefully later on they'll release a whole album but the concept and the way they're playing sounds good. And then I saw this guy named Danny Lux. I guess I was reading about this guy, and there's a single he came out called Nos Pertenecemos. I guess he started off on TikTok or so, and he records his own stuff. You know, I've said in a couple episodes before, I'm not a big fan of those la guitarritas and the new type of style of, las corridos tumbados. I'm not saying this guy is singing corridos tumbados, but at least what I've seen is, I've heard, not seen, what I've heard is, he's kind of make his own style, not his own style, but his own style. It reminds me a lot of a song in English. I cannot come up with the name of the song, but if you guys hear it, I would anybody it sounds a lot like a song in English, one of the oldie songs, or at least it was inspired by it. So if anybody comes up with or finds out what song I'm thinking about, or hey, please send me a message on either Facebook or on Instagram. Alice Mike's podcast. Just curious. Again, it's called Nos Pertenecemos by Danny Lux. Yeah, so check it out, and it's a good, like, relaxing song. Definitely don't play it on your cell phone. Like, put it on some speakers or some good headphones you have, and just kind of like just take it in. Yeah, so definitely recommend that song. All right, so that's my recommendations of the new music for the week of 3/26. Yeah, just check it out. You got time, check out this artist, and I'm gonna recommend some artists and maybe some older CDs right now. Definitely recommend, because I haven't heard, Los Mallitos de Sinaloa. They have CDs that have a lot of content. I mean, if you want to listen to corridos, you want to listen to romantic, you want to listen to, and yeah, like I said, a lot of CDs, a lot of albums, singles. So check them out. If you want to go even more classic, not classic, but even go other recommendations. One of my all-time favorite CDs. It's Lalo el Gallo, with the title of the album is called Confusión, but it comes with the songs Delante de mí, Sentimiento de Dolor, Aquí en mi corazón tú mandas, Apenas te fuiste ayer, Los pájaros, Asilo de abandonados, Te de querer, Alta y delgadita, Mi chamaquita, El paciente y El guajolote. One of the classics of banda or just Sinaloa. I mean, if you got family that's from Sinaloa or Sonora or just Baja California, you definitely have listened to some Lalo el Gallo, and this is probably one of his best CDs. Yeah, so definitely recommend this one. I believe he recorded it con Los Tamazulas de Culiacán. Good banda. And then if you want Of course, he has that CD, but then these with the CD with the Dos Camionetas Blindadas, which is just corridos, but definitely a good album as well. You get those two albums and you're pretty set. Banda sounds awesome. Dos Camionetas Blindadas, man, definitely a classic. El Jabalí, Clave Privada. I know it's quite a popular. Tucanes sings it. Recodo. La del Gallo. Valentín sings it later on. But definitely check it out. Corrido de Joaquín Murrieta. That's a good corrido. And Juan Guerrero and El Hijo Desobediente. From that same CD of Dos Camionetas Blindadas. And the banda sounds really, really good. And then we're going to continue on with more recommendations of older CDs. I'm a big fan of Chalino. Never had a problem with the way he sang. His own style. A lot of people can't sing with him. And can't sing as high. They try. But definitely recommend. I think one of his best CDs was the one where Alma Enamorada comes up. So, Alma Enamorada, Prenda del Alma, Los Chismes, Por una Rencia Vieja. I love that corrido. Armando Aguirre. Man, talking about the first couple stanzas of that song. I'd say, tengo un contrato firmado desde que vine a este mundo. No le pusimos la fecha, por eso vivo a gusto. El mundo da muchas vueltas y por nada me asusto. Like, man, just the beginning of the song. And then the next stanza is pretty cool too. And then like the rest of the rest of the song I really don't care for. But that beginning is just like, it's what a hook. Talking about a hook. Like, it just hooks you in. Man, that's what Chalino had with the way he composed. Had a way with words. Then Mario Portillo, and then Anastasio Pacheco. Loves the entrance of the accordion provided by Nacho Hernandez de los Amables. Man, it's typical Chalino, but me and my brother always had this comment that without Chalino wouldn't be anything without Los Amables. The way they played, the way they complimented him was just, it was the perfect fusion of a composer and their musicians and his musicians. If you listen to the first CDs of when he's playing with the other conjunto, yeah, I mean it's early Chalino, but it doesn't have the power, the unique styling what makes Chalino. What made Nieves de Enero such a classic. Later on, we're gonna, I want to interview my brother because he actually he lived through the rise of Chalino, and what impact Chalino had to our culture, our Mexican American culture. That all people that were over here in the United States, quite an impact. And I just want to get his aspect on it, and just I think the scenes in the 90s, the early 90s, mid 90s of Mexican music here in the United States, how it came to its own, that influenced back into the Mexican market. But yeah, that's another episode to come on. All right, so I recommend some older CDs so you can check it out if you guys haven't listened to it, or you guys probably just forgot about it, haven't listened to it a while. It's a good refresher. Good music's always good. It's always good to listen back to older music you haven't listened to. Sometimes you find out new stuff about it. Maybe this time you listen to, maybe you pay attention to lyrics and see what it says, and not just listen to the composition, or the entrada, the melody. I mean, I know how many songs that I just like because of the melody, or there's this arreglo de contratiempo. There's something about the song that I just like, or I like how the tuba sounds, or the trombone does really something really cool, and then I pay no attention to the lyrics. Or there's other people that, hey, they like the lyrics, but they don't pay attention to the composition. I guess we're all wired differently. Yeah, so that's my recommendation. So just check it out. I know I had a little side rants and about different topics, different stuff, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget to check out my past episodes. I have uploaded recently a new conversation with Corny. We go over his hunting stories. Quite entertaining. I mean, man. So check it out. There'll be more conversations with Corny coming up. I'm gonna try to definitely every Friday release these new Music Fridays. You guys can check it out and enjoy. And yeah, just keep on the content. And again, don't forget to like and follow the Facebook and Instagram page, Alice Mike's Podcast. I have a YouTube page as well, same name, Alice Mike's Podcast. I always link it up to every post I put on Instagram and Facebook. So just want to thank everybody for listening. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Yeah, I would like to hear comments or feedback from everybody that's listening. Any constructive criticism would be great. I know there's a lot of and I'm definitely trying to get rid of them, but I guess the more you do it, the better you get at it. Thank you so much for listening. Again, have a great weekend. Don't forget to smile. If nobody smiles back, smile at yourself. At least you're smiling at yourself, right? Look in the mirror and smile at yourself. And take care. And have a good one.